Spoilers ahead. Watch out, and take care. The movie begins with a tense battle between special forces and terrorists inside a building. The special forces team, led by a character named Captain, is called the Resurrection Group. However, this intense battle is revealed to be just a first-person shooter simulation, in an online game played by Kwon Yu, a former national taekwondo champion, who was expelled from the team for involvement in a violent incident. Now unemployed, Kwon Yu spends most of his time playing online games at internet cafes. One day, while eating at a cafe, he receives a call from his mother, asking him to come home and turn off the gas stove. Claiming to be busy, he turns off his phone, and continues playing. Shortly after, a nearby smartphone starts ringing. Annoyed by the noise, he picks up the phone and hears a woman on the line asking him to deliver the phone to her house, in exchange for $800. Tempted by the money, he quickly heads to the given address. When he arrives, he finds the apartment door unlocked, and the woman in the shower. She asks him to leave the phone on the bed, and take the money. Before leaving, Kwon Yu advises her to lock the door. The next morning, he is shocked when the police burst into his home, and arrest him, accusing him of raping and murdering a young girl. During interrogation at the police station, he insists he only returned the girl's phone, but the police present damning evidence: the murder weapon found at his home, his fingerprints and DNA at the crime scene, and security footage showing him entering the girl's apartment. His mother, convinced of her son's innocence, seeks public support and hires a renowned lawyer, Min Chun-sang. Initially hesitant due to the case's high profile, Min Chun-sang eventually agrees to help out of sympathy for Kwon Yu's mother. Despite his efforts, the overwhelming evidence leads the court to find Kwon Yu guilty, sentencing him to life imprisonment in a maximum security prison. Upon arrival at the prison, Kwon Yu catches the attention of a gang leader named Ma Deok-soo, who interrogates and insults him. When guards intervene, Ma Deok-soo pretends to be the victim, leading to Kwon Yu being punished, and thrown into a solitary cell for 80 days. After emerging from solitary confinement, he receives warnings from fellow inmates, to avoid Ma Deok-soo and his gang, as well as an old inmate named Eun, who is imprisoned for a serial murder case. Enduring continuous violence and abuse, Kwon Yu sinks into depression, and contemplates ending his life, despite his mother's frequent visits, and assurances that she is fighting for his freedom. Outside the prison, his mother relentlessly advocates for her son's innocence, convinced that he is not a murderer. One day, during a visit with Min Chun-sang, she tells Kwon Yu that someone contacted her with potential evidence, proving he was not at the murder scene. This news revives his hope and determination. He adapts to prison life, steering clear of Ma Deok-soo and his minions. Unexpectedly, Eun approaches him during a meal, declaring that Kwon Yu is not the murderer everyone believes him to be. Eun is impressed by Kwon Yu's resilience, and his ability to protect himself from Ma Deok-soo's attacks. Recognizing his potential, Eun decides to help him. Under Eun's guidance, he begins rigorous physical training, and hones his fighting skills. Over time, he becomes stronger, and eventually defeats Ma Deok-soo and his gang. This victory boosts his confidence, and solidifies his resolve to prove his innocence. One day, Min Chun-sang visits Kwon Yu, but his mother is noticeably absent. The prison warden hands Kwon Yu a death certificate, revealing his mother has died of suicide. Devastated and overwhelmed with grief, Kwon Yu plunges into deep despair over the loss. The next day, Ma Deok-soo's henchmen cause a disturbance in the prison yard, setting the stage for Ma Deok-soo to exact revenge on Kwon Yu for his previous defeat. As Ma Deok-soo moves in to stab him, he anticipates the attack, and strikes first, injuring Ma Deok-soo's face. Amid the chaos, the warden aims a gun at Kwon Yu, and orders him to drop the knife. Instead, Kwon Yu stabs himself, prompting immediate transport to the hospital. This self-inflicted wound is part of an escape plan, devised by Kwon Yu and Eun. In the ambulance, he overpowers the chief warden and the officers, managing to escape, despite his injuries. Although the warden has a clear shot, he inexplicably allows him to flee. His dramatic escape becomes national news, capturing the attention of the entire country. With the help of two foreign tourists, he evades a police checkpoint, and secures a car for his getaway. He heads to Min Chun-sang's office, seeking information about the supposed evidence that could prove his innocence, which his mother mentioned before her death. Min Chun-sang regretfully informs him that the tip was a false lead, driving his mother to despair, and ultimately suicide. He gives Kwon Yu his mother's necklace, and promises to re-examine the case. Realizing Min Chun-sang has alerted the police, Kwon Yu hastily leaves the office. Seeking refuge, he goes to an internet cafe to check his email. There, he finds a message from Yo Wool, a fellow Resurrection Group member, containing CCTV footage that supports his alibi for the night of the murder. Yo-wol arranges a meeting with Kwon-yu, who is surprised to discover that Yo-wol is a woman. She takes him to her suburban home, revealing herself as a skilled hacker, who has uncovered numerous discrepancies in the police evidence against him. Yo-wol introduces Kwon-yu to other Resurrection Group members, an elderly man named Yo-baek, a man called Dao-shi-yong, and a demolitions expert known as Demolition. Together, they delve into Kwon-yu's case, discovering patterns in other high-profile violent crimes. They identify a truck frequently parked near the crime scenes, through security footage. Kwon-yu and Demolition track the truck's location, spotting a suspicious black sedan nearby. Kwon-yu follows the car to a villa, where he finds a bloody crime scene. While hiding, he films a group cleaning up the site. Meanwhile, Demolition observes the black sedan returning, and unloading a chest, which is loaded onto a truck heading to a downtown luxury apartment. The demonstration relays the location to Kwon-yu and the team. The apartment building proves to have a sophisticated security system, prompting Yo-wol to devise a plan involving her and Dao-shi-yong disguising themselves as technicians. This allows them to hack into the security system, enabling Kwon-yu to infiltrate the building. Inside, he discovers the casket unloaded from the truck, containing the body of No Jun-young, a promising actor who appears to have been murdered at the villa Kwon-yu previously investigated. While hiding, Kwon-yu observes a team of specialists tasked with fabricating a crime scene, to fit a predetermined narrative of a rabid fan stalking, killing, and embalming her idol. Unbeknownst to him, Chun-sang, the mastermind behind the framing, is watching the apartment, and witnesses Kwon-yu's presence there. The real culprit behind Jun-young's murder is Chu Yi-ri, the daughter of wealthy businessman Chairman Chu, who enlists Min Chun-sang to find a scapegoat for her crimes. Min Chun-sang uses a sophisticated supercomputer to identify suitable candidates, like Kwon-yu, and frame them for the crimes. After recording the specialist team's actions, and gathering fingerprint samples, Kwon-yu and his team return to Yo-wol's house, to continue their investigation. By analyzing the fingerprints found at the crime scene, Yo-wol identifies the owner as a woman named So Eun-kyung. They quickly track her whereabouts, and tap her cell phone to gather further evidence. After hacking into Eun-kyung's cell phone, Yo-wol and Kwon-yu intercept an incoming call, from the same woman who previously set up Kwon-yu. Realizing the opportunity, Yo-wol traces the call's location, prompting Kwon-yu to rush to the scene. Unfortunately, Chun-sang, always one step ahead, intercepts the woman before Kwon-yu can reach her. Undeterred, Kwon-yu pursues them by car, skillfully evading a police chase. Just as it seems he might be cornered, Ma Deok-soo intervenes, crashing into a police car, to aid Kwon-yu's escape. However, Ma Deok-soo, manipulated by Min Chun-sang, leads Kwon-yu to a hideout, where he is captured and tortured. In a dramatic turn, the SWAT team, acting on a tip from Yo-wol, raids Ma Deok-soo's hideout, enabling Kwon-yu to escape with Yo-wol's assistance. While recovering, she discovers a tracker hidden inside Kwon-yu's mother's necklace, unveiling Chun-sang's deeper involvement. Determined to bring him down, the team uses a drone to intercept a conversation between Min Chun-sang and his associates, revealing the existence of a hidden supercomputer in Min Chun-sang's apartment block. Realizing they can't hack it remotely, the team decides to infiltrate the building, to copy the critical data. As the operation unfolds, Ma Deok-soo eludes the SWAT team, and receives orders to recapture Kwon-yu. Meanwhile, the Resurrection Group members move to sabotage Min Chun-sang's operation, exposing Yi-ri's crimes, and implicating her in Jun-young's murder. In a high-stakes confrontation at Min Chun-sang's command center, Kwon-yu retrieves incriminating data from Min Chun-sang's computer. During the exchange, Min Chun-sang taunts Kwon-yu, suggesting that his mother's suicide was orchestrated by him. He further reveals Ma Deok-soo's presence at Yo-wol's house, pushing Kwon-yu to race to their aid. Arriving just in time, he rescues his teammates from Ma Deok-soo's clutches. Together, they flee to a TV station, hoping to expose the truth to the public. However, Min Chun-sang, determined to silence them, reports their location to the police. Amid a relentless pursuit involving Ma Deok-soo, Min Chun-sang's henchmen, and law enforcement, the team learns that Min Chun-sang has manipulated the media, portraying them as a psychotic crime ring, and framing Kwon-yu for Jun-young's murder. With the odds stacked against them, Kwon-yu and his allies must navigate a web of deception and danger, to clear their names and bring Min Chun-sang to justice. At the TV station, Kwon-yu and his team split up to distract their pursuers, while Yo-wol prepares her gear, and accesses the data from Min Chun-sang's computer. However, Ma Deok-soo kidnaps her. Kwon-yu quickly rushes to save Yo-wol, managing to rescue her from Ma Deok-soo's car, just before it crashes into a large truck. He drives Yo-wol back to the TV station, to complete her mission, then buys time by turning himself into the police. Despite Kwon Yu's efforts, he and the others are caught by the police, except for Yo-wol. As Min Chun-sang celebrates his victory, his supercomputer suddenly freezes, and his command center shuts down. He realizes too late that Yo-wol's thumb drive, which copied all his data, is still on his computer. With the evidence from Min Chun-sang's computer, Yo-wol and the two missing team members, Yoon-pi and Eom-pi, prepare a presentation. They interrupt the station's regular broadcast to reveal the truth, detailing Min Chun-sang's involvement, his client, and how they framed their victim. Min Chun-sang is eventually captured, but it is implied there is a greater power behind him. Kwon Yu and his team are acquitted of all charges, including the murder charge fabricated by Min Chun-sang. So, Min Chun-sang is thrown into the same prison where Kwon Yu was held, and Ma Deok-soo, now an inmate, targets Min Chun-sang for bullying. Later, Kwon Yu gathers with his resurrection group members, chatting and eating happily. The end. Thank you for watching. Subscribe if you'd like to see more videos like this. Turn on the notifications, and leave a like to help the channel out.